President Trump optimistic today on a deal with Iran. He's extending the U.S. economic blockade on Iran, sounding confident Iran's going to make a deal soon to end the war. The president also says the U.S. is going to have a free flow of traffic through the Strait of Hormuz one way or the other. Joining us now, Navy SEAL veteran Jason Redman. Jason, thanks again to you for your service to America. What do you make of this deal, opening up the Strait of Hormuz? The question is, would it stop all uranium enrichment for nuclear bombs for 12 to 15 years? That's supposedly in the deal. And if Iran violates that, the embargo would stay on Iran enrichment. Plus another provision, Iran would hand over its uranium stockpile to another nation. No indication which nation would that be. But, you know, Iran lies. It likes to lie and delay and delay and delay to stay in power, this regime. What do you think?
Liz, you pretty much took all my speaking points. So, no,
that.
absolutely, you are right. And that was one of my big things. You know, and President Trump is under a lot of political pressure right now. Obviously, the midterms coming up with, you know, gas prices being up. There's a lot of pressure on him. And I really hope that his administration holds the line on this. The Iranians are notorious liars. I mean, just within the last several days, we're caught in multiple lies. Hey, we fired, impacted a U.S. They fired on UAE, and then they denied it. They said, no, we didn't do this. So this regime will do anything they can to stay in power. And I think it's critically important that we maintain pressure with the blockade. I'll be honest, I wish they would have just continued Project Freedom. You know, President Trump is a deal maker, so I am hoping that we can come up with a deal that will last us for years, because I will tell you this, we've been dealing with them for so long. And if we don't have a good deal that restricts their nuclear ambitions, then a lot of this will be for nothing. And I hope that we don't sacrifice short-term political gain for long-term, you know, a long-term lack of safety.
I mean, the president has been applauded for how he handled Venezuela's communist leader, right? There's got to be some other backstory, another plan afoot. Maybe it's that Israel's going to work with the UAE on its own to just get the uranium out and stop Iran. I mean, you're right. Now's not the time to go wobbly, as military experts have said on the U.S. blockade on Iran. It's working. Iran's leverage and negotiating position has worsened dramatically. Now is not the time to go wobbly. I mean, it's 90% of Iran's trade goes out of its ports. It's only got up to maybe 12, 24 days left to store its crude oil. That will hammer its oil production, and it's going to damage its wells. So do you think there might be another plan B, plan C, plan D underway where, you know, let Israel, let the UAE, let the Gulf nations handle Iran and get in there and get the uranium out?
Well, there's no doubt. Iran is a massive threat across the Middle East. All the proxy wars they have fought in Lebanon with Hezbollah and Hamas. I mean, all the threats against Israel. So Israel is one of the greatest nations there is right now that wants to elimination or a constraint of the Iranian regime. There is no doubt in my, there's plan A's, B's, and C's. Go ahead.
No, all the way to Z. To finish your thoughts. Sorry, Jason, go ahead.
Yeah, so there's no contingencies. I pray, though, sometimes the American people, we are a short-term focused nation, and anytime start to get a little uncomfortable, we will, oh my God, we can't handle this anymore. And unfortunately, this is a situation. I lost teammates on the battlegrounds of Iraq to Iranian EFPs. We saw Iranian influence when we were there. It's critical to maintain this. I don't want my grandson to have to fight 20 years from now. So we need to maintain this pressure. We need to make sure we get a good deal.
Jason Redman, thank you for joining us. Thank you again for your service to America. Now to this. Watch this.